そう、向こうの私と戦ったのね。ごめんなさい、マスター。いろいろと重荷を背負わせてしまいました。気にするなと言っても難しいですよね。
Oof. Excuse me. Sorry, but I happened to unfortunately swallow saliva into the wrong pipe just as I turned on the mic. Anyway, today I thought I wanted to do the challenge quest for the Samba event. It's both, I guess. Anyway, you can see in Korea there's still 4 days left. You can see at the bottom of each of these quest things. Anyway, I haven't done this one in my Korean account yet. I did do it on my NA account a few days ago. But I'm not sure what... Oh, so one idea I had was to take an all-ruler team because I am fortunate enough in my Korean account to have Ruler Martha NP2. So I figured she might be a fun one to use. Let's see, but in the terms of support, I can bring my own supports like Merlin and such, so that's not a problem. I always like... Oh, I always enjoy bringing a friend support who has a max limit broken kaleidoscope, or a super scope specifically, which is level 100, and a NP5 of a 5-star. Now this one's it's not a super scope, but that's a pretty solid one. Now I do know the final enemy is gonna be Maeve, so an archer might be good. I have a friend archer. Or a berserker. Retro refreshing. If I can find someone who can NP right away, even if it's not a maximum broken kaleidoscope. Like, that Achilles can NP right away. She can NP right away too. Alright, let's just... Even though she's not AoE, let's bring her along. Back. Build it off. See, so for handling Maeve... On my NA account, I did use Asagami Fujino, but she never ended up coming out because the front line just... I think 1 or 2 died, but not 3, so she never ended up coming out. On her, something like that would be useful. She has her own guts, which help for a bit. And like I said, I thought it might be fun to try an all-ruler team. I guess I can just do that. There's her. So I'm lucky enough to have multiple NP levels of everyone except Hong Di, I guess. I guess on John, just getting a lot of NP. Good. On her, something to buffer busters, or good buster and crit. On him, that's actually not a bad CE for helping him survive, because he'll be using taunt, but with his invul he should not be taking much damage even with the taunt. You can also buff busters. Free NP be good on him. Well, Let's try actually giving him that. Yeah, I think I want John to be NPing more often because she is the only one who can heal everyone on there. The other servants individually have heals, but she's the only one who can help others. Yeah, good old Kohai. And for her, I'm personally a fan of, where is it? CCC event CE, but it looks like I don't have the cost for it, so let's give her a 3-star. It's nice. Board, that's also gain 50%. See, this is kind of obnoxious that these two CEs have the exact same effects at just at different percentages, but the order is the opposite. This one starts by saying you have a 10% gain in NP gain, and you start the level with 40% NP charge already. And this one you say it starts with 30% NP charge, and it raises your NP gain by 15%. I mean, I'm not asking them to have bullet points, but at least keep the order consistent, right? That seems just really... Anyway, let's put this on her, because that at least that gives better gain. But yeah, keep the order consistent, just make it way easier. Alright, let's give it a shot with the triple rulers. Yeah, if shit starts going south, then I guess I'll have to rely on those archers in the back. What's her name? Altera the Santa, and of course Asagami Fujino. It's way back in Frozen. Oh, this might. I have had the app running for a long time. All right, I'm gonna just start the app. Assuming the game froze while loading, it should bring me right back into the battle. Part 1. In fact, it might skip over some of the stuff. I wonder how that works. If it... I could try experimenting, because the CEs in this event have the effect of giving a one-time star drop. So as a result, when the level loads up, you it takes a few seconds for each of those star bombs to drop. Oh, hello, Nat. I'm alright. How are you? Thank you for coming by. I hope you've been doing well with your pulls. I haven't done any pulls on Genshin Impact yet, but that's something I do plan to do because they gave out a whole lot of free Acquaint Fate or whatever it's called, which I still haven't unlocked yet. I haven't bothered to go through each of the characters to collect them yet, so I'm gonna have to do that. Anyway, I want to get through this boss battle. I haven't, unfortunately I haven't really been checking up on Twitter. I've been fairly busy at work. Let's see. So I do like to start with using Jean's first skill, and I think it's worth using his third skill to get the NP charge and the good or bad news. I mean, it happened to you, so I guess you get to choose, but I'm personally more somebody... I prefer bad news first generally, yeah, so that you get the bad news and you feel down, and then you get to see the good news after as it helps bring you up, and that's a better trajectory to be in than going from up to down, in my opinion. Let's see. I don't remember what the HP broke. Oh, critical up and critical percent up. I guess Moriarty is very dangerous, but of course so is he, and he's the only one who has class advantage against any of us. Let me remind myself what this skill does. Everyone's stunned, but I think it's only 60% or something. Reduces charge. Reduces defense. I don't need that. Martha. Alright, so Triple Buster. Oh, yeah, right, she does have. Yeah, I forgot she has the event bonus. That was one of the big reasons I wanted to use her, because she has the event damage bonus. So, yeah, I wasn't. I guess considering she had a Buster Brave Chain, she possibly could have killed him outright if the damage rolls had been luckier, maybe. But I wasn't expecting her to get that close. Just do the standard NP gain. That defense buff is pretty hefty. Okay, now I want to get rid of Moriarty because he's got the first NP. Actually, spend way too many gems. Oh. Okay, 20 more rolls left. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is unfortunate then, huh? That, but this banner is probably gonna last for another 2 weeks, right? And then there's gonna be the next banner. Right, I'm actually looking up what Moriarty's NP is. But if that's the bad news, I'm hopeful that means you got a lot of what you wanted. That must be the good news. Alright, to handle Moriarty, I could try to sync up their NPs. Yeah, with a stun. Yeah. Next turn, I can stun Moriarty. Okay, Moriarty has a single target NP that does not pierce invul or anything like that, so actually she won't get the handle. Alright, so what I'll try now is and I'll try to get rid of Mephistopheles before he can NP. Oh, you got Albedo, nice. 50 rolls, 2 Sucrose, cool. Bennett and Albedo, nice. Congrats, you got the 5-star. He looked super fun. I haven't played the event or the story for him at all, so I don't really know. But his combat looked super fun. Alright, so try to do now is try to gain Martha's NP. Here, that's what I'll do. I don't think I recall seeing that animation of his. Cool. Alright, so now so I'm considering delaying one more turn by using Yuangdi's first skill, or I could use his NP. This might be a very good time to use his NP actually, because he has 2 arts cards there. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go ahead and use his NP. pretty sure... Okay, so as long as Ibaraki Doji... I think Lancer Ibaraki Doji... her NP removes buffs. Oh, it removes defensive buffs, maybe. Oh, wait! Oh, shit! That didn't work. They had... I didn't realize I had, the, what is it? Defense... or the, buff block on. Alright, gonna have to undo that. So got 30 roll because... Oh, 10 characters, yep. And you got... Oh, the first constellation of him. Oh, and a 5-star spear. Nice, congrats. I guess I'll probably... Yeah, because I'll be rolling on that banner. I'm hoping... Well, we'll see what I get. On the story banner, just never know. It's too random. And I'd forgotten that I think Mephistopheles applies buff block to everyone when he enters the field. I forgot that in this challenge quest it has all these annoying features that go beyond just the skills they have. Although each of the effects is related to one of the skills they have. $65 roll average? Okay. Oh, next time it's guaranteed to be a character? Cool. Nice. Okay, so now that I realize I can't use Shuangdi's NP for all that, unless I can manage to eat up 3 of those buff blocks. So I guess what I'll do is use this on him and then do the exact same thing as before. So now Jean still has the buff block on her, but if I use her NP, she will cleanse herself of that because the buff block doesn't prevent removal. And you can remove it just like how I did there. Getting a good amount of NP back. Oh, thank you for the good wishes. I hope so too. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay, so she removes defensive buffs, I think. So I think... Oh no. Well, if she removes... Maybe she removes offensive buffs? Or maybe it's only defensive buffs and invul doesn't count as a defensive buff. Not sure. Anyway, let's try to get through this quickly. I have been farming the event quite a bit, and I'll admit I have been enjoying farming. I think I kind of enjoy the gameplay of figuring out good farming teams. Oof, this is a tough decision. Do I use Martha's Buster Brave chain? Or do I use Jean's NP Arts chain? I think at this point I want to use the NP Arts chain. Remove the remove the curse from Martha as well as herself, and remove the buff block. Unfortunately, she won't get any healing or invul or anything like that. But yeah, just get rid of that debuff. And I guess I can just really hope that they attack the other two, not her. Okay, good. Ah, alright. I'll take it. Alright, let's get more stars. Now I do really want to try to get rid of Mephistopheles. I think now's a good time to use the drain. No. Gonna use the arts chain here because I want to
鋭くいくのね
prioritize getting. Uh,
激しくいくのね
yeah, I want to try to get
任せろ
Jean's NP up. I was a little worried that I might kill Mephistopheles. I probably wouldn't, or kill not Mephistopheles, kill Moriarty. Probably wouldn't have. But... Wait, what did he do? Like he removed something. Anyway, should I use the stun? I feel like I need to use Jean's NP sooner than later because she's so close to dying. I can also use the invul. Try this. I can use Shiwong DP. So yeah, I'll do this. Ooh, nice! All 3 stuns landed. That's great. And then I'll use his Brave Chain here. Now next turn, I think I can use Martha's NP. You still need 11 Lucha Belt. And then the challenge quest? Okay. So that sounds like you haven't been farming as heavily as I have. 'Cause, yeah. I'm on my Korean account, I think I have around 70 boxes total, that range. We'll soon have 1 week of rest before the next event in January. Yeah, it's true. I guess I might play some more Genshin Impact during that week, maybe. I don't know. It'll be, in terms of FGO, it'll be more chill. Might be good to use John's NP. Yeah, I'm tempted to use Jean's NP here because she's still so low on HP. It's the only way she can heal herself. Can use her Arts Brave Chain again. Just that I'm worried about Moriarty. Yeah, let's go for the Arts Brave Chain on Moriarty, and then next turn I can use Martha's NP on... Well, at that point I'll have to prioritize Lancer Ibaraki Doji. Yeah, the same about Genshin. Yeah, I guess so. I still haven't even started the event in Genshin, so I figure I'll probably I'll probably take some time over the weekend to do it. I have plenty of resin. Yeah, I'm finding it hard to spend enough resin every day, to be honest. Right, so to get Moriarty, I can use the Busters, I think. I can also stun him. Could stun him, but I might as well just try to kill him now. Oh no, let's stun him. And then let's try using the Buster crits, which hopefully they'll crit, on Lancer Ibaraki. No crit. Yes, got the crit, and now this one. Nice, okay. Good chunk of damage. Now... Okay, I didn't think this through, I guess. So they can't protect... Right, so because there's no NP gain. In that case, I'm gonna have to eat one of their NPs basically. I guess what I can do is I figure Jean is close enough to dying that I can give up on her, but first I can use her second skill. But do I kill him or her? He's kind of more dangerous, but he has less HP, so I can more easily kill him at any time. Yeah, we'll kill her. Fill her up as much as possible. Yeah, go for that. So Shiwongdi, I'm pretty sure her NP. Yeah. You think I should kill Ibaraki? Yeah, I guess you agreed. I think it makes sense to use the NP on her just for the extra damage. Right, raises the crit. Now, yeah, a lot of things depend on whom he targets here. Ideally, he targets Shiwongdi. Nope. Alright, Jean's gone, but that's the second best choice. So I guess I'm not too mad. It's alright. He was knocking on death's door anyway. Alright, now we're short healers, but Martha can heal herself, and so can Shiwongdi. Mosh can't. Let's see. Yes, it might. Ooh, all their NPs are synced. But Mephistopheles is the only one that has AoE NP, so let's get rid of him first. This one. Let's do this. Take advantage of the Buster Chain. The first hit won't do any damage, but these two. Oh, nice! Got the crit. Ah, shit. Okay. Now they're off sync. Oh, right. Pierce Invul now. How long does the Pierce Invul last? 3 turns. Alright, I guess Mosh can be the sacrificial lamb for all of these. Let's use the Arts Chain. I want to save Masha's taunt for eating an NP, I think. But I think it'll be good to kill Moriarty now. His time has come. Now, I don't think this will be strong enough to kill him, but let's see how much it does. They both have damage buffs from the event. Ooh, nice. Okay, that was enough to kill. Well, that worked out. Alright, so at this point... Oh, she gives everyone NP charge, huh? At this point, she's the most dangerous because she has that AoE NP. So I can start by using their charge. Never underestimate her Falcon Punch. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely, she's not worth... Or you have to give her due. That she packs quite the punch. So I don't think I want to use Shiwongdi's Brave Chain. So I can eat, I can have Mosh eat Hassan's NP next turn. Because he has Pierce Invul, he's just gonna kill her, no matter what. But this turn, I can try to do some work on her. Unfortunately, since Shiwangdi doesn't have an event damage bonus, he's not gonna do too much damage, but kinda wanted to save Martha's NP for later. And I think I might be able to get a Brave Chain on her. Oof. Right. It's too bad Mosh doesn't have full NP because it might be nice to give everyone some defense before she leaves. It's not even worth using the invul because it really doesn't matter. Oh shit! Scratch that. That was a huge, huge mistake. I had made a huge mistake. What I should have done was use Mosh's attack to eat one of the dodges. That's one one entire hit there that I wasted. Because Mosh does basically no damage. Yeah, I'm pretty unrepentant when it comes to doing this kind of stuff. The only thing stopping me, or that stops me, is the annoyance of reloading and how long it takes. I guess that's one reason I haven't really enjoyed the latest Doom game. Or not the latest Doom game, the one from 2016. I haven't finished it. I mean, I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's a really fun game, but I don't like the fact that I can't autosave, or I can't quick save anywhere. It only has autosaves. Alright, so to eat up one of the... actually, he's gonna lose his Pierce Invul in one turn. She's gonna lose it in 2 turns anyway, so it doesn't really matter who I target. In any case, yeah, let's try to get Maeve. I think she might be the more dangerous one. Ooh, insta-kill. Even with Invul, she would have died. Even if he didn't have Pierce Invul. Oof, okay. They had to use their skills for... Okay. So now I really do need to get rid of Break very quickly. I think I'll go ahead and use her NP stuff and just do this in the hopes that just the entire chain is enough. I'm hoping in fact that the NP alone will be enough. That'd be really nice. Because then she can move on to attacking. Ooh. Oh no, it was just barely not enough. Shit. Okay, that's alright. I'm willing to live with the consequences of my choices there. Alright. So now... Yeah, 121 HP, right? Out of 120,000. So yeah, it was literally 0.1%. I'm guessing any other roll would have been, yeah. Let's see. So I can use Shiwangdi's stun here to delay. Or at least to attempt to delay. Or I can use his NP right now. Actually, let's use his stun attempt to delay because of the cards here. If I can use a Brave Chain for Altera the Sanda. Oof, okay, no, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to use Altera's or use Shiwangdi's NP. Then I guess what I can do is try this. That's a combination of damage and NP gain. But yeah, that's quite a bad roll, huh? Yeah, get an SSR with that luck. Yeah, I could get 2 SSRs in a row with that luck. Well, maybe not. No. But it'd be pretty damn good luck in any case. Okay, so not quite enough to get her NP charged fully. It's a good thing her NP doesn't have any piercing or buff removal or anything like that. I like how the NP... Yeah, they mirror it, but they still have the Mave. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that works. Alright, I need to kill this dude. I guess now is a good time to use the Arts Chain. And I'm thinking the battle will be over in 3 turns. So it's fine to use this skill now, because that doesn't take effect until 3 turns. And I'm quite sure the other 2, Shiwangdi and Altera, are gonna have no issues getting their NPs up. So even without the free 20% charge. Nice. Yeah. Alright, so I do have Shiwangdi's NP up to eat his NP. There's always the chance that the NP will do an insta-kill. But I guess that's just a chance I'm gonna have to take. What other choice do I have? What I'm gonna do is go for... Actually, what's the overcharge effect on her end? That's 4 stars. On her NP. Reduce enemy attack. That's actually pretty good. I don't think there's much use trying to overcharge. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Use the Brave Chain for Shiwangdi to do... I think that's the most damage he can do with that combination of cards. It's hard to say because he gets an attack buff and a crit buff when you use his NP. So it might be worth saving his Buster for after his NP. Alright, so now we'll see if the insta-kill lands. Unfortunately, your own servants have much higher insta-kill rates than... Okay, missed. Okay, good. So this worked out alright. Unfortunately, Maeve is making things pretty hard, but she's gonna die very soon, like now. Yeah. Quite sure she's gonna die now. Here, this is what I'm gonna do. So this way, I'm really hoping that first yeah, that crits, and then this NP, because even though it doesn't have any buffs, I'm hoping that just the event buff will result in her killing Maeve. Yes, that worked. Nice, okay, so then now she's gonna do... Ooh, the crit landed, 40% crit. Now at this point, he is quite close to death. He can't charge his own NP. Oof. But he can crit like... Holy shit. He can crit like a mofo, that's for sure. Never underestimate King Hassan, or not King Hassan. He's not even King Hassan. He's just Hassan, cursed arm Hassan. Never underestimate him, I guess. But also never underestimate Asagami Fujino. Seriously, this is even without the event buff, this might do it. No, it'll come close. I guess it's that she's only using her own buffs. There it is. Wow, so in the end, Shiwang Di is the only one from the front line who managed to survive. Yeah, and I was expecting Altera to make it, but damn that crit. GG, yep. So now I'm gonna get through the matches, and I guess I'd like to take servants that have class advantage and can do a lot of damage, because now I know that it's just invulnerable, like not invulnerable, but there's no way to die. So, ooh, that's a pretty good one. I'll take it. So, given that the enemy's a berserker, it doesn't really matter. If it's an archer... Bring her along. I grailed her up to level 90. Her attack was a little over 9,000, just over 9,000 at level 80, and I thought she could use a little more. And she's been very useful for farming in this event. Alright, so we got two quick servants. The Mystic Code doesn't really matter, so let's see. The only one that's actually still got EXP to gain. And let us work. Also, I've been loving the music in this event. I'm not sure how to describe the main background music in the menu, but it's really pleasant. I wouldn't really call it Christmassy per se, but it's nice. Now, I don't like that in the battle the music is... This kind of the generic summer music, I think. I think this music was first played in the first summer event, but I do not know for sure. Oh, I should have used Valkyrie's third skill. Which of the Valkyries do I prefer? 1, 2, or 3? Oh, that's actually a really good question. I haven't even really considered that much. Let me on the... I've really only played with her. I don't even know what their characters' names are, the 3 versions. But, I mean, yeah, obviously I can play with all 3 versions, or any of the 3 versions. And I've only been playing with the default Ascension 3. I think that's the default Ascension 3. I just haven't touched her Ascension at all. Yeah, Valkyrie is unique in that you get 3 for the price of 1. Not even the 2 that Bonnie and Mary Reed give you. You prefer the blonde? Oh. Well, the blonde's not bad. I've been looking at her a lot, and I think she's fine. but I don't really know much about the other ones so far. Let's see.
おまはいダコールていと
Yeah, it's like you have 3 servants. Yeah, 3 different servants. I wonder if there will be any servants in Genshin Impact like that.
発動
That'd be really neat. If,
了解しはい了解
as you ascend,
攻撃します
you get different characters. I guess they'd all have to have the same moveset. Ooh, wow, that defense buff is pretty hefty. But anyway, he's gonna take himself.
パラディンは破れない勝利あるのみ
Oh, okay. So I guess these drop event. Oh, Kama, you have 3 servants too. I guess that's true, but they're all technically the same one, right? Doesn't she just transform, or maybe not just, but like how Summer Jean, you also get a couple, right? You get a loli and a kind of a teenage version. Let's see. That event. Valkyrie's fine, I guess, but try using her. I barely use her, and I know she's got some solid Buster critting. She has her own Buster and attack buffs. Do that. Help her gain her NP a little faster. I guess I also could have used what is it? Golden Sumo, but to be honest, I get kind of bored using Golden Sumo all the time. Oh, Mao Nobu ascensions are also very different from each other? I didn't know that. I guess I'll find out later next year, I think. Try to get the NP up. Got Chiron. Oh, Chiron is not a centaur here. I guess I forgot that one of his ascensions? Is it his first maybe? He's just a regular human? Because I do have him on my NA account. Got spooked by him, I think while pulling for Archer Jean, actually. Oh, I should use that. Get some free crit stars, and I should use that. And do that. She's gonna get a damage buff, attack buff on her NP. You know what would be neat if they gave Carmilla a buff where the attack buff applied before she did damage. I guess they'd also have to change the animation. They've already given her animation an update, a pretty good one. A very good one. So maybe it wouldn't be such a high priority. But that sucks about Jaguar Man. I also appreciate that in Korea they do maintain her name, Jaguar Man, not Jaguar Warrior. I just find that really silly. Jaguar Man's a perfectly good name. Second ascension? Oh, let's see. Oh, first is the Greek Toga. I didn't remember that. I recently watched on Netflix this cartoon called Blood of Zeus. I would say it was pretty decent. And it has Chiron as one of the characters, a minor character, and he comes in as a centaur. It's pretty neat seeing that, just because he's a character that I played with in FGO. You prefer the first Ascension? Yeah, I think so too. I think probably the toga is the best look. Turn make some crit stars. Yeah, so Blood of Zeus was I think it was only 8 episodes long or something. But it was sort of, they start off with the scrolls, with the text scroll saying this is one of those lost myths. Because most Greek myths were never written down, so most of them were lost in history. And it's about this one of the bastard sons of Zeus. They didn't do such a good job adapting his NP for mirrored, because you can see that he appears in one side and then the shot comes off from the other side. Right, I think that's a two hit invul, yeah. So in that case, might as well just do that on him. I can let Achilles NP. I did find Achilles pretty useful on my Korean account for handling the caster node. He can loop barely, because his third skill has a 30% NP charge, and it provides an NP gain up. So it's the perfect thing to use right in between the 3 nodes. So even if he refunds only 20%, with Scotty he can charge back up. That's the dodge is for 1 turn, yep. Standard 1 turn dodge. Let's do that. So first 2 hits will take off the invuls, and then NP from there.
全ては幻想のうちけれど少女はこの箱へファントムメイデンだから全ては無駄なのよ
Nice. Alright, got rid of 1. I also do love her NP. It's not a fancy animation, but it's adorable. Just look at that big ass stick with a huge paw on it. Wow, you knew it was Hokusai because of FGO? Nice. Yeah, it's funny how you end up learning all these things because of FGO. I've actually ended up kind of going down a YouTube rabbit hole the last couple of weeks, watching like video documentaries on historical figures like Miyamoto Musashi or Alexander the Great, or his well, in FGO his rival is what's the guy's name? The Berserker. But anyway, yeah, I ended up going down a rabbit hole because it just seemed like a fun thing to do, to learn more about these people, right? That some of them actually existed, a lot of them didn't, and most of them, the depictions in FGO are nowhere near accurate. But of course, we knew that. Oh, I should actually look up Martha. I'm kind of curious about what Martha's whole deal is. Why is she so good at punching stuff? Darius, yep. Yeah, you're right. Alexander's rival in this game, Darius, right? yeah, ended up learning a bit about Darius and his son, who was the bad guy in 300. Xerxes. Darius and his son Xerxes. Alright, so we got a foreigner and a saber. An archer would be good. I mean, I almost want to bring Fujino, and we got... Actually, fuck it, let's do it. Because we got the dual Sakura girls. But I was also thinking, I use her so much. And I thought it might be good to try someone else for a change, but it's not like I have that many different archers anyway. I would, yeah, just not want to use Emiya or either Emiya or Emiya Alter. I guess I feel at least a little lucky that I have Emiya Alter on my Korean account because I get to have the OG colored Emiya Alter instead of the whitewashed one that they used for the NA server, or I don't know if it's I guess it's international server technically. But actually that's really silly thinking about it, that it was not just an NA server, it was international server. They decided to whitewash it.
少し少なすぎるかもしれませんね。あちら
Alright, let's go for the
わかりました。
damage.
危ないですよ。わかれ。わかれ。
Yeah, Greek Street. Yeah, I guess, I mean, you're right. It is the Game of Thrones of 2,000 years ago, right? Or even older, maybe. But yeah. And unlike Game of Thrones, though, it's like these myths were, yeah, mostly never written down, right? They were, and they kept changing as they got retold. And so if you know, for example, completely theoretical, if some really great show had like 4 or 5 good seasons and then went completely to shit, especially in its, let's say, 8th season, and it was just absolutely horrible ending to a great piece of work, well, you could just say that doesn't count. We'll make our own version, you know, back in those days, because you'll be like, no, that version's shitty. I'm gonna make a good version with a good ending, and that would just be normal. But in these times, there is an official Game of Thrones, and there is an official ending to that TV show anyway, not to the the books. Which it's funny to think that what's his name, J.R. Tolkien, still hasn't finished the next book, even after the TV show started. As in, I believe he hasn't written a single other Game of Thrones book in the whole... oh, Martin, right. Not Tolkien. Martin. Tolkien is Lord of the Rings, yes, exactly. J.R. Tolkien versus George R.R. Martin. Man, their names sound somewhat similar. Anyway, yeah, George R.R. Martin hasn't written a single other book, other Game of Thrones book anyway, or at least in the mainline story. Because I think he's made some side story books.
はい、曲がれ。わかりました。わかれ。
So yeah, it's funny to think that was 2019, last year. Game of Thrones finale.
そこですね。
And, just thinking of how much worse this year has been compared to last year. Was it last year? Yeah. Yeah, it was last summer or last spring, last summer. I remember because I visited Spain with my family last summer, and I was talking about it with my sister. Went to Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia. Very nice places. I'm glad I did get to go on some vacation in 2019, like a trip to a foreign country, because I don't do that every year. So at least I got to do that the year before, well, before a lot of foreign travel became possible. Alright, speaking of foreigners, we just kicked the crap out of that foreigner with bloody or knifey, sharp feet, legs, swords, I guess. Ice skates. Yeah, I guess that's what they really are, ice skates. Nice, phoenix feathers. I can always use more of those. Let's see. Just curious how many of them I have now. 59. Alright, almost very nice, but I think I only had like 20 at the beginning of the event, maybe even fewer. So, but very glad to get. Actually, I have my own Achilles. In that case, I could use basically anyone, because there's a berserker in the midst. Somebody with the event damage bonus. I like her a lot. I mean, I have my own version of her too. Achilles. They both have event damage buffs. And Hokusai will be able to provide some defense down debuffs. Hopefully. Well, she definitely will. But what I really like to do is have her stack those defense downs using lots of arts cards and her NPs. Her NP.
よし、縁が結ばれた。殺し合おうじゃないか。なあ!
Wait, this is a code for 60 Primo Gems and 10k more? Thank you. I'll write that down and use that later. Good to know. Yeah, I really appreciate it. 60 Primo Gems. Yeah, since I did manage to hit 28,000. In fact, I'm at 29,000 now. It's, everything on top of that is gravy, I guess. Alright, let's use that. And use Achilles' Brave Chain. I think that'll provide a good chunk of NP. Not enough. Ooh, Arts Chain. So, let's Hokusai's skills. Now, normally I would use Hokusai's arts cards last to increase their NP gain, but I decided I wanted to use it for the defense down debuffs. And I happen to get pretty lucky with the yeah, with the enemy attacking Hokusai, so she did get her NP up regardless, which means more defense down debuffs. Alright, so now I've got more of Hokusai's arts cards.
よし片っ端から蹴散らしてやるぜ
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna use it. Every bit of Primo Gems counts. 60 is quite a lot, right? 60 is like how much you can get in a day from like commission quests and stuff, right? So it's a good chunk. So yeah, it's more than 1 Saint Quartz, right? The equivalent of like 1.2 Saint Quartz. So yeah, it's great. Very much appreciated. Nice. I can use more of those because I don't know why they do this, where they have one quest which involves using up currency from the lottery. I guess it's a one way of having. You can just farm the lottery currency and then farm this separately using it, but that seems, yeah, like a bad idea. Right, another foreigner and Samba. Oh, let's use him. This time I'll use my own NP4 foreigner. Oh, and I should use an arts CE on her because she has her own attack buffs, but she does not have her own arts buff. So having arts buff on the CE provides a better percentage buff. Yeah, that's one thing that occurs to me when people recommend certain CEs on servants. They often seem to want to double up on buffs that they servants already have. That's not necessarily a bad thing because the servant has, say, a buster buff, usually because you're going to be using their buster cards a lot. So if you buff it even more, it's good. But if you can provide a buff that is not of the same type, then you get even better percentage-wise. Of course, the raw numbers also matter, so it's not as if it's always a bad idea. But it's something I try to think about when I choose the CEs that I put on. And oh yeah, I forgot. Is it Charles Babbage? They really have to do something about the volume of his attacks, because it is just way louder than anything else in the game. I don't get why that is the case, but it just is, and they've never fixed it or done anything about it. I really don't get it. Right, let's try to get Astolfo's NP up. Astolfo has awful NP gain. Okay, foreigner on foreigner. See, I think the invol's for a turn. Yep. So might as well focus my attacks on her. Okay, nice. Got Astolfo's NP up. Okay. I wonder if MHXX, the enemy, is set to always attack the enemy foreigner if there's an enemy foreigner. I think I know there's some servants who have AI like that. I think Mordred tends to target saber faces or maybe not saber faces, specifically Artorias. And I think Lancelot also does too. I know there's some servants that I think only tag males or focus on males, like that. Info. But so far I feel like the enemy MHXX has only targeted my own MHXX.
お月様ズバッ勤務時間行くぞダブル
So yeah. Oh, they have defense against busters, huh? I didn't realize that's what that symbol was for. Yeah, so far, again, every single attack by the enemy MHXX has been on my own. I'm tempted to actually, yeah, I'm gonna focus on just killing Babbage and see if MHXX's NP also targets my own MHXX. We'll see. It's a 50-50 if it were completely random, so we can never know, because it could just be very, very intricate luck, strange luck. Okay, yep, MHXX. Then again. Not sure why I chose to do that with the Brave Chain. Alright. See if it'll target MHXX. Yep. Next time add a saber. Oh, okay, again. So yeah, at this point the odds of it not being, or the odds of it just being complete chance is something like at least 1 in 1,000, or at most 1 in 1,000. Probably even more. I'm pretty sure this is a streak of more than 10. Next time add a saber. Yeah. Yeah, at that point I guess it just becomes random, right? Which is sort of how it's supposed to be. Thank God the enemy AI doesn't actually target your servants based on strategic use, because we'd be fucked. It'd be so much easier for if we had control over the enemies and got to choose who they targeted. Yeah, just have such a big advantage. Alright, so Lancer, Berserker. Here, let's bring the support version of that, and I want to bring Musashi, or let's bring her because they're both arts. She can help him cycle. And he can do some monstrous amounts of damage in this event. I'm pretty sure he can do monstrous amounts of damage in general, but because he has an attack buff in this event. Umu, right? Padoru, yes, right. Tis the season of Padoru, not Umu, or both, right? Oh, and we got Romans up here too. It's a good combination. Okay, let's use the Earth Chain. Now, from what I recall about my history, which actually, yeah, Nero was another guy that I decided to watch a YouTube video on. I don't think Nero was a big fan of Christians. So I don't think celebrating Christmas necessarily makes a lot of sense. But FGO never claimed to be historically accurate. In fact, they very specifically say, I do find the disclaimer pretty amusing. It's a standard disclaimer of this is a work of fiction. Any resemblances to real life is coincidental and stuff, but this is a game that's literally based around historical characters, among other. So it's clearly not just a coincidence, you know. It's an imitation with variances, let's say. For instance, the fact that Nero was not a hot woman, hot blonde woman.
善は精神木工のうち第五へ至る。現実無双、健全一如。
Man, look at that NP refund. Well, not technically not a refund because that wasn't off the NP, but yeah, he's right back up to almost 100. Christmas is a pagan. That's fair. Yeah, Christmas wasn't originally really a Christian holiday, right? It's true. Pagan celebration, more for I believe the winter solstice, which I think was a couple days ago. Anyway, for me, it's a good excuse to hang out with family, I guess, and give presents. Well, that's fine. Right. This skill has absolutely no use for me in this quest. That raises his attack. Here, let's use that. See how much damage she can do with the Brave Chain. Pretty sure she'll get her NP up. Ooh, with the crit. Ooh, nice. She did it. They're a bride. She is so damn good. I really can't wait until her buff. Oh man, and her... She's actually pretty close to full bond, huh? But I'm gonna want to use her for farming because when she gets her NP charge buff, the stuff you can do with her. I don't particularly need that. Alright, last one, and then I guess I'll probably end with some pulls on Genshin Impact. I don't think I'll actually do much playing today. Yeah, I don't really particularly feel like playing the event, even though I do want to play the event. Try to get her with the SSR roll. Well, good luck, man. Narrow Bride. I hope you get 10 copies of her, so you can get in that one, so that you can get 5 those, what is it, Saint Graphs. So it looks like for casters, everyone's just putting on Waver and Scotty, which makes sense, and I'm glad they are because that's what they should be doing. Let's finish things off in terms of battle with her, because I do love me some good old Musashi action. And let's pair her up with another Buster. Ooh, actually, does anyone have a Paul Bunyan? Because Paul Bunyan's an event bonus servant. Yeah. And she has a Buster buff and a defense down debuff for the enemy. And yeah, remember, you can get multi SSRs, so that's how I ended up getting, I think it was one was Kintoki Berserker, and the other was Da Vinci, I think, in one guaranteed gacha, which was it was a general pool, including, it was a pool of all 5 stars, I recall. Yeah, including non-limited as well as limited. This one is only limited, so you can only get... Yeah, I haven't been taking days off Genshin, at least. I have still been logging in to do the dailies, do the commissions. I've been skipping the I skipped the event last week, basically, of the deliveries. I just thought it's not worth the trouble to get those primo gems. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the thought. It's, I went pretty hard for a bit, and then I went a little easier for a little bit, and I guess I'm easing off it a little even more. But you know, we'll see. I'm hoping I can get Sucrose and Fischl leveled up to at least 70 soon, and I'll be able to play with them, and maybe I'll find a lot of fun in playing with these new characters, at least to me. You know, that's something to look forward to. So, it's a fun game. Let's use Paul Bunyan's Buster Brave Chain. Uber Eats event. Yeah, that's. I guess you can call it that. Another. I was thinking you could also call it what is it? Death Stranding, the event, right? It's because it's based. I haven't played Death Stranding, but from what I hear, that's with the basic gameplay. You have to deliver shit with time limits, and you have to make sure not to fall over or whatever. So you're dealing with a lot of the same problems. It was less annoying. Okay, yeah. Oh, you got Xuanzhang on your only guaranteed SSR. That's yeah. I mean, overall, I'd say that's good. I've also gotten a Xuanzhang on a GSSR, and that was when it was class-based. So I was rolling on caster, and you can probably guess which servants I was hoping for. So I was a little sad when I got. I'll admit I was a little sad when I got Xuanzhang, but Xuanzhang is fantastic. Pity Monk is. I mean, first of all, she's hilarious in the story. Also, she's Titty Monk, and there's a damn good reason why she's called Titty Monk. And also, she's just probably still the best offensive single target caster in the game. I can't think of a better one. It's like Ilya might be better. She can do burst damage more, but Ilya can't keep doing damage over and over again the same way Xuanzhang can. But to have no elementary, yeah, and a few meters started to rain? Really? No shit? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I never had to deal with the rain, but I actually did wonder, huh, I wondered to myself, if it rains, are they just gonna screw me and say that I got wet with the elemental reaction? And apparently they did. Hello Wave Master, thank you for coming by. Just in time for the tail end of the FGO portion. Yeah, and I remember one time I had to deliver to a guy on a boat, and you had to avoid getting wet, and it wasn't that hard to land on the boat, but I still messed up a couple times, just because the boat wasn't right next to the dock. You had to go over some water. Yeah, that really sucked. Alright, so I'm gonna do close. I forgot that I had so few bronze apples on my brain account. Let's see. So this figure I'll do a farming run. Yeah, this, at least when I've been able to use the 5-slot combo, this has been my team. Xuanzhang is funny. Yep. Yeah, I do like her with her hair down. She's almost unrecognizable, actually. Xuanzhang is. with her hair down. It feels kind of odd seeing her like that. Okay, so what I've been doing is using Elena. And I found out that Valkyrie, with just these buffs, refunds exactly 40 to 41%, so not exactly, but it depends on the damage RNG, I think, but she refunds 40 to 41. Actually, I think if you don't have her grailed, I think she refunds 39 to 40, but either way that's fine, because 39 is within the 39 is the very lowest you need, because you need 49 at this point in order to cycle that. Then Santa Shonjang, ooh, that would be fun. I'd like seeing that. I'm not sure she'd do such a good job though. So here, this takes a bit of RNG because unfortunately, since Valkyrie doesn't have an event bonus and my Valkyrie is only NP1. Oh yeah, that's another issue, I guess. If anyone has a NP2 or more Valkyrie, this is pretty much a cinch, I think. But that NP by itself isn't strong enough to kill, so it takes some RNG. But this also means that she can refund fully by herself without using Scotty on that, as long as you get the cards. So, it might also be possible to do this with the Atlas Academy, or not, Mages Association Mystic Code. Now again, this one she's not strong enough to kill Moriarty outright. I'm not, this is bad RNG, but that's okay. We'll just use this, make some crit stars for next turn, and hope that I get some Valkyrie's cards. It's one thing I felt very glad about in my NA account, that I did get Bradamante, that has made farming this event quite a lot easier than it could have been. Wow, so that's 4 straight turns of NP. Parvati is much better for this job than Valkyrie? Yeah, I think so too, actually. I have Parvati on my NA account. And I thought about getting Parvati on my Korean account as well, using the ticket, but I decided I'd rather get a new servant that I didn't have on my NA account either. But I'm thinking it would be nice to have Parvati on this account as well, because she's a little better than Valkyrie, I think. At least in this context. Oh yeah, so right now they're doing this event. I guess I could try to get another NP level on Valkyrie, but Valkyrie being in the main pool, I am tempted to pull, but since I do have Bradamante on my main NA account, yeah, we don't have this banner in NA, but I'm guessing we'll get it eventually. That's generally been the case. Anyway, let me switch over to some pulls on Genshin Impact. It really is just going to be pulls. No real gameplay. Save the same chords for the bird girl. Yeah, that's the plan. Trying to do trying to get what's her name? Actually, I have Benny and Ma. Yep, Benny and Ma. Right. Not gonna be pulling too hard on those banners, because And I do think it's cycles. Yeah, it's oh right, it's shared with Hamamo Cat. It's too bad it's not shared with Tamamo Lancer. Alright, let's do this. Let's claim all of them. Alright. I wonder how many total pulls I'll swap. Guessing maybe a dozen? Maybe more? 15? I know I already had a few to start. Or I had at least 10 to start, I think. It's boring. I guess, yeah, it is. I guess I don't mind too much, though, at least. I kind of appreciate it taking a little bit of time. It feels more accomplished. Or like, I don't know, that I'm actually accomplishing something. Right. So yeah, oh, I do have fish level 70. I need to beat this boss. Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll fight that boss, because actually I've been enjoying fighting that boss. I want to level up Sucrose as well. Has my pity on the story better? Let us find out. Let's see. I'm up at 35. Those. So let's go. Skyrider Sword. So I got a 4-star there. And so I've only ever gotten 2 4-stars, and I've done what? So each one of these is 6. So I've done, looks like 16 pulls total. Oh, the code from earlier. Right. Thank you for the reminder. Let's see. Gonna. So I don't know how it works on PS4, but the way I redeem is usually on the website. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Redeem successfully. Cool. So yeah, so I've done 16 pulls, it seems, and I've gotten 2 4-stars. So I still haven't gotten my first 5-star in this banner. Again, thank you very much for letting me in on this, and if anyone else happens to be watching, that yeah, should go ahead and use that GSIMPTQ125. I know that code has a banned word in it on Twitch, but that's the code. Oh, you go to account in the menu? Yeah. Alright, so I figure might as well spend these because the pity is tracked differently. And yeah, I have more than 30,000 Primo Gems. So I can even do some pulls here too if I really wanted to. I do want to do some pulls. So yeah, let's just do a 10 wish here to begin. See how things go. I think that's a good sign. Blood Tainted Greatsword. Sure. Another one of those. Raven Bow. Not sure if I have that. Ooh, so that's a 4-star. Eye of Perception. I don't know how good that weapon is, but Red Blood Tainted Great Sword. Full Steel. Alright, so all weapons. Catalyst. Normal and charge attacks have 50% chance to fire a Bolt of Perception, dealing 240% attack as damage. Yeah, that seems alright. That could be useful on someone like Lisa, I guess, but don't really use Lisa. Alright, so that wasn't so great. I would have preferred a character, but got some weapons out of it that I can probably use to do some what is it? Refining. Anyway, let's use up the next time as a character. Okay, cool. I'll do another 10 pull there then. Or actually, no, you know what? I won't do a 10 pull. I'll do 1 pulls until I get a character. But here I kind of want to do at least 1 pull using the one of these that I have. Because I wouldn't mind getting NP2 of Fischl or Sucrose, or even one copy of Bennett wouldn't be bad, I guess. Let's see what the Gacha gods have in store for me here with 1 pull. Cool Steel. Nope. Alright, so now if I want to use a pull, I need to do 160. C1 for Fischl is very good. Yeah, is it? I believe you, but I'm just actually kind of curious. That's not Fischl, that's Fischl.
別の天中中に分け与えられた楽園へ
But
で
Oz is not present in
私断罪
combat.
の控除はうん
I guess that's true. I might get Fischl on the story banner, huh? Oh wow, yeah, C1's pretty huge, huh? Alright, let's do it one at a time. And you know what? I'll do 5 one at a time, and then I'll do 10s. I'll just spend all of it. Why not? This thing never gets a rate up, from what I understand, so. Debate club, nice. I think I can refine that further for Dongyun. And another one. That might be full refinement. Okay, I think the odds of getting 3 debate clubs in a row is it's lower than getting 5 stars, I'm guessing. Actually, I could probably look it up exactly for a specific weapon. No, that they don't. Alright, so I'm gonna do the 10 wish. Let's do it. Ooh? Well, we knew there was gonna be something. Oh, who's that? Oh, Bennett. Okay. Wow. I guess I'll take that. It's the new character. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to invest in him, but I'll have to do some research into building him, how what to put on him and stuff. But anyway, I'm pretty cool with getting another servant.
てててて
Oh, fuck. Oh, and his pyro. Okay, so yeah, I've been thinking Amber and Xiangling are my only pyros, and I've been thinking I could use a good offensive pyro servant, and Bennett might be the answer. Not sure. because I was starting to build up Xiangling, thinking Amber is just not a very good fire damage dealer. She has her uses, but she's pretty limited in her abilities. But instead of Xiangling, maybe I could focus on Bennett and could do some. Ooh, he can heal? Oh. Well, yeah, like I said, I'll have to do some research on him. Seems really, well, I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, let's just use up these 10 and let's see what I get. Hitty's building up, so so getting a little bit closer to another 5-star, right? It's the 4-star or 5-star would be. That'll be another 5-star. Well, I mean, it'll be nice, but it's oh, okay. So this is Favonius Warbow, huh? Oh, this is a good. Okay, I'm pretty happy about getting that because I used that one as one of my bows. Oh, I have enough at least to buy this stuff now. If I do one roll, I'll get a 4-star character. Is that right? I'd be happy to spend 160 Primo Gems on one roll. It hasn't been updated. Oh, I don't have enough to buy, do I? Or one of the story, do I? Oh, I guess I do. Alright, yeah, I'll buy one. Let's try it. Thank you for all the advice, by the way. Since I roll so little, I really don't have much of an intuition for all this, so I guess it's easy for me to miss a lot. Let's see what I got. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, thank you so much, Nat. I owe you an official. She's kind of one of the exact 4-stars that I wanted, just so that I don't have to spend. Like at this point, I feel like I don't mind just getting another constellation because I don't have to invest more into building her up. Oh man, nice. Yeah, I never would have, or I might have gotten official later, but who knows when I next would have pulled. So it's really great to get her now. Um, actually, I noticed in the map. Yeah. Oh, whoops. So while I'm here, I might as well all of these. Start forging more. One thing I noticed was that you can actually set these forging a lot. I guess you're still limited, but you can't use all 4, but you can get 3 of them forging on the best one, it seems. Okay, so now I figure, yeah, I guess I might as well. I'm gonna refine some of my weapons, see if there's any that can be refined. Oh, I'm pretty sure our weapon, yeah, Favonius Warbow. Yeah. Do not the 4 rolls you bought in the shop? Oh. Uh yeah, maybe another time. I don't know. I haven't. I guess it could be worth it to do those rolls. Because then I would be getting another. Yeah, I could be getting another constellation on those 4 stars, which would be very nice, actually. So it could be worth it. Debate club. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, let me think about it a bit. I do plan on doing rolls on stream, though. I don't, especially with how little I roll. It's something that I do want to try to do on stream. Yeah. C1 on Bennett and Sucrose are very powerful. Yeah, I imagine. Oh, that is huge on Sucrose. You can use it twice in a row. And on him, tech increase no longer has an HP restriction. Oh, yeah. Those are all quite good. Huh? Let's see. Switch up the team so that I have. Don't. Just a sec. Let me just ban this bot account. I'm guessing it's a bot. If it's not a bot, it's somebody who's really pathetic. So either way, they're ban worthy. Forge 20 items. Oh yeah, so I don't think I'll be hitting the daily resin BP count. I'll probably hit it on some days. But the fact that the game limits you to 3 condensed resins means it's very hard for me to
頼んだわよ。
spend that. Or at least to be motivated to spend it. You're at 49 now? Nice, congrats. You're, oof. You're 1 away from 50, where you can actually now start leveling up your servants to 90, right? Personally, I'm not too unhappy with being at the current AR and everything. Like, I'm not in a hurry to get too much, but I am looking forward to the part where I'll be able to level them up to level 90. I kind of wish they didn't have that restriction based on AR. Because I prefer the progression of that using levels to progression using artifacts. Artifact farming and stuff. I guess personally I'd rather delay the artifact farming as long as I can. Like, there's enough RNG in this game. I prefer the non-RNG type. Actually, one thing I will give the game props for, one of many things I'll give the game props for, because the game deserves lots of props, is the drops, enemy material drops, like the Ascension materials. If they're not guaranteed, they're basically close to guaranteed. So, you know, if you're used to playing FGO, where you'll kill like 24 demons and 1 of them will drop a heart, and another 3 will drop gold caster gems, and the rest will drop like nothing. Here, it's like every time you kill one of those elite enemies or mid-boss style enemies, you will get some drops. They might not be the best ones, but you'll get something, and you can use alchemy to upgrade them too. And yeah, that just makes farming so much less of a headache than it could be. So, you know, once again, I'm spending time praising the game because it is a very, very well-made game. And yeah. I'm not sure if, like, so during, oof, damn it, I thought I dodged that. During holidays, if I'll spend more time playing Genshin Impact or if I'll spend more time playing other games. Because, like, Genshin Impact's super fun, but I do feel like a lot of the gameplay I've been kind of getting a little tired of. But at the same time, 1.2 dropped with all new material and stuff, so I'm really excited to explore all that. Well, maybe not really excited, but I'm at least somewhat excited to see the new stuff. And, you know, maybe that will rekindle the fire in me that initially got me so hooked to this game, you know, a couple months ago. Because I still really enjoy the game, but certainly not nearly as much as I did, let's say, 4 weeks ago.
みんなを守るからね。
救急に寄りするよ。
Almost there. So far I've been using this amber method for dealing with these, and it's worked every single time at least, but I'm always a little worried that I might miss. Do note, yeah, ooh, oh right, I get all these just obtained instead of having to pick them up. The new dungeon of the event, cryo set would be good for Chongyun. Wow, yeah, that seems really solid on Chongyun. I should definitely I should definitely do that. I definitely plan on doing the event. Yeah, let's see. But let me start the event. I figure I've been streaming for a little under 2 hours now, and might as well start the event. Go through maybe one cutscene, and then I'll call it a stream after I pass the 2-hour mark. Yeah, it does sound like my Chongyun could be so much better with that.
ティマイオスいないみたいだな。
Oh, there she is, that sweetie.
お客さん。彼に何か用でも。
いやいや、いつもならここ
Right,
に
let's
いる
take
から。
advantage of the auto feature. This will
なるほど。
make it a little more
彼ならアルベド
comfortable.
先生に呼ばれたよ。代わりに私がここにいるの。私はスクロース。アルベド先生の助手。錬金術に関す
I
る
like the
質問
garter
なら
belts
私
she's
に
wearing.
聞いて力になれるよう頑張るから。私緊張しているように見える。ごめんなさい。普段は実験室にこもってて。
Yeah, my Chongyun certainly doesn't do 3 to 5k per attack. He does way less than that. So yeah, I'm sure he has a lot higher potential than I'm making use of. I agree with
オイラ
that.
たち慣れてるから心配はいらないぞ。そうだよな。
まさかあなたフーマリュウを倒したあの伝説の旅人。
Yeah, I don't even charge for autographs.
あなたの話をたくさん聞いたよ。いつか近くで
Oh,
研究したい
research
と
me
思
up
ってたの。
close. I think I like where this is going.
研究
ごめんなさい、気にしないで。でも、あなたならきっとアルベド先生の力になれると思う。
さっきからアルベド先生の話ばかりだな。
紹介が遅れてごめん。アルベド先
Chief
生は
Alchemist.
セピロス騎士団の首席錬金術師。私とティマイオスの先生でもあるの。
普段はティマイオスが錬金術を教えてるとこしか見かけないけど。
Teacher, yes. Most teachers used to be
先生は
students.
世界の真相の探求に力を入れてて、成果もたくさん出してるの。先生の助けを求めるためにわざわざモンドに来る錬金術師もよく見かけるよ。
The
どんな
subtlest.
難題でも先生に聞いたらすぐ解決するの。
That's kind of hard to read. Subtlest. I at first thought maybe they misspelled some word, but nope, that's the correct spelling. I just rarely ever see that written down.
おー、 でも最近先生の研究がうまくいってないみたいで、会うときはいつも元気がないの。
Yeah, I think you're right about rolling new characters, right? Because I guess I didn't quite appreciate at the beginning just how different each and every character is from the others. Even characters that have the same weapons or the same elements. And I don't think there's a same element, same weapon combination yet. But even when they're the same in one of those, there's a lot of differences between the characters. So that certainly having a lot of characters helps keep the game more keep it diverse, I guess, more variety in the gameplay. New event, add new chest gems. Yeah, that new event stuff, which again I haven't touched at all. It'll be interesting. We'll see how I enjoy it. Looking forward to it.
あなたが体験した冒険はきっと先生も興味があるはずだから、
It does have a cute
イン
voice.
スピレーションのきっかけ
And
に
you know,
な
it
る
does
んじゃな
occur
い
to
か
me
な。
that, yeah, in anime you see thigh highs all the time, but you so rarely see garter belts.
相応のお返しをもら
That's a
え
bit
る
of
は
a
ず。
shame, because I do prefer the non-garter belt look, but a garter belt occasionally, it can add a touch of class, and it can also add a touch of the opposite of class, depending on the context and how it's done. But it can do a lot of things, and I think it's a good look that it can be a good look that we could use more of. Can you make
それに
Paimon?
需要を感じないぞ。お返しはやっぱモラがいいな。アルベド先生は今ティマイオスと一緒に雪山にいる
Yeah,
はず。
Sucrose and Bennett.
案
Yeah,
内
Bennett
した
should
い
be
けど、
interesting. Getting an
現
actual
場か
legit
ら離れるわ
fire
けにはいかない
damage
から
dealer. Because that is one
雪
area
山
where
の
I've
入り口
felt
で
a
探
little
してみて。
lacking.
先生は穏やかな若い方で学者のオーラがあって、それからごめん、どう説明
Refined
し
gentleman.
わかったぞ。
Okay. In 3 weeks, I'll get. Well, so like I said, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to roll for.
スクロースのやつ、緊張がほぐれてたな。研究者気質っていうのはああいうことを言うのかな。
The Sucrose is basically a nerd, which is pretty cute. But yeah, let's see. Coco Goat, I'll definitely pull for her, but I don't know if I want to spend my pity. Oh. Oh. So I'm guessing this is going to open up, allow me to actually make progress into that area. And that must be where it gets all snowy and shit. Here, let's go here and walk the path. Well, yep, they don't auto-target the wildlife, I guess, so... I wonder when they'll announce Senora? I forget her name, but I know it sounds a lot like Senora, but when she's gonna be a playable servant. Because, yeah. I think she would rekindle my interest in the game quite a bit. What's this? Oh wait, was it here? Oh yeah. Just clear these guys, cause... Oh, I think refining Favonius Warbow gave it a different color or something like that. Cause that looks different on her compared to what I'm used to. There's a high chance I'll have double pity by the time I doubt that. That's, I mean, I get what you're saying, that there's probably going to be a lot of primo, or I'll probably get a lot of primo gems, but double, because right now I just reached single, right, after months of playing, so I'm doubting it'll take just a couple weeks. But yeah, 1 5-star for every 65, 70 rolls. Yeah, I guess that's true. That makes sense. So I imagine I'll be able to get a lot of 5 stars, or a lot of constellations uh, on my 1 5-star, which I guess I wouldn't mind that either too much. But yeah, getting more 5 stars should be fun. Yeah, maybe it would have been better if I pulled a bit more at the beginning and I got my free razor at using in that first month when razor was in the shop, because I'm to understand that razor is a pretty badass damage dealer. Oh, shit. Let's do a swirl. Okay. I think for them, their crit spot is their head. Oh. 6 weeks, get 40 rolls, 5 rolls in the new shop January. Oh, I guess, yeah, there's all that battle pass and shop. You do the abyss. Oh yeah, right, I need to do the abyss. I noticed that in the event that... Yeah, that's another thing, the abyss. I should check that out, because that's one aspect of the game that I've barely touched. And I mean, that's a whole thing in the game. But then again, it's not every aspect of game is worth touching, right? Like I wasn't a huge fan of the Bloodborne parts in where you go underground. I forget what those were called. Chalice dungeons. I think it was a shame that they locked some of the best bosses behind Chalice dungeons. Yeah, I forget a lot of the aspects of the game. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I guess I don't, I generally don't spend as much time, haven't spent as much time, like, with this game as I have on FGO, just like researching and reading up on it. Body temperature, source of heat, most dangerous place. Cool. Wow, more Primo gems. Yay, I completed the quest. That's why they gave me the Primo gems, huh? Stevens. Right, what are you giving me? Broken Rhymes Echo. But is that an artifact? I wonder, actually, it's probably better to look at it Sort by... Like I can't sort by new. Oh. Yeah, I need to go through my artifact at some point. I generally... Ooh, this is a pretty good artifact. Look at these stats. You were going to spend 90 for... Which happens very rarely. Yeah, I guess so. I always... When it comes to gacha, I always assume the worst. And even then I'm disappointed, so, you know. Let's see. Nah. Yeah, this is... Okay, that I must have gotten a good roll at some point somehow. Arrow of Tor- Well, anyway, I guess, so yeah, this must be a new area. Like, I'm already... This area's new to me. Even though it's not in, like... I haven't particularly progressed to a new place. Let's see. Get her up to 80 first. Ah, doesn't matter too much. Alright, I think I'll call it a stream now. Yeah, very good results of both on FGO and on Genshin Impact. Very happy with how my polls went. So let's see, I know 28,800 is 180, which means I have 270 Primo Gems extra, which is less than 2 pulls, I guess. So if you begin the next quest, you'll see Rosalia. Alright, cool. So I guess that's the next thing to look forward to in the event. I'll probably end up playing that off stream tomorrow or something like that. I don't know. I think that's gonna be it for streaming and Genshin Impact for me today. Tomorrow being Christmas Eve, and unfortunately not being able to spend time with family or friends really. I might do some streaming. I'm planning on thinking of maybe like, yeah, watching a Christmas movie while doing some streaming around similar time. But anyway, yeah, thank you again, Nat, for helping me out figure out all this in Genshin Impact, and thank you everyone else for watching, and I'll talk to you again next time, and best of luck on all your pulls and your artifact rolls and everything. Have a good night. Bye.